Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another episode, I Was Just Thinking podcast. I'm James Wilson. This is John Farmer. If you're watching, hit subscribe, hit like, go through them all, tell us what you think, leave a comment, make us laugh. Before we get started though, I do want to give a shout out to a friend, Jerica Royal, for the hat. She painted it, everything. We just told her the idea, she painted it. It's cool as hell.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of questions about the hat, and it was drawn by our good friend Jerica Royal.
Letters, emails.
Yeah, we've been getting fan mail, handwritten, like comments, hate mail. People need to know our friend Jerica painted this. She's a very talented painter.
Well, all those people are in for a big surprise because I'll send them back dick pics. So.
Not mine, I hope. Because that would be a joke. That would be funny. Okay.
Thanks for your concern about the podcast.
What's with the bottle of liquor, man?
Hey, this episode is brought to us by, well, I paid for it, they didn't. Superbird tequila for Cinco De Mayo.
Yes, today is Cinco De Mayo.
So, to all the homies, I'm not going to pour any out because
that one's for my homies.
Get more people to subscribe and we can we can afford the better alcohol.
Oh, we're drinking liquor? Are we drinking liquor now? I'll give it a try. Need to use my drink as a chaser. This is for Mexican independence.
5.5.
Not bad.
Yeah. So, Superbird, y'all go try it out. The tequila's good. These right here, missed the mark on that.
Yeah, these taste like a shit bird. Not a super bird.
One of them dung eating.
They actually taste really strong. Like, I don't taste any of the flavor at all. So, yeah. I don't like it. Okay, well, we took a shot for Cinco de Mayo. I just realized I said Mexican Independence Day. That's not what it is. It's some battle they had with the French. And I think America helped them out, or like helped supply them with the pistolas.
Yeah. Pistolas.
I wonder if is that celebrated in Mexico, or is it just up here?
I don't know, because I was wondering that too. Like, how disappointed, or how, like, if they could just, like, flash into, like, oh man, look at these guys drinking tequila.
Yeah. Is there, like, Mexican restaurants in Mexico, like, party it up today on Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah.
I know their Independence Day is like in September.
Oh.
So I'm sure they party hard on that date. But hey, like, why not party more holidays? I love holidays, man.
Yeah.
Especially when they fall on a weekend. You fucking get wasted. With the appropriate kind of liquor.
Superbird.
We gave them a good ad there.
Yeah.
Fuckers. Free advertisement.
Yeah.
So
right.
I made a bet in the stock market, you could say.
Yeah.
I put all my stocks into Boeing. Boeing airliners. They're the ones with the Boeing whistleblowers suddenly mysteriously dying.
Yeah, there was a second one that...
There was a second one like past week or so.
Found dead or something over the weekend or something.
It said something sketchy like heart... I forget what it said, like heart attack or some kind of accident, but that's super weird.
Yeah.
But I'm not...
He Epstein himself.
Yeah, for real. Like, they be killing more people than the Clintons, y'all. But that's not why I bet on them. Not because they're cold-blooded murderers, but because they're launching a Starliner into space Monday night. To go...
It's a test?
No, it's not a test. It's got the astronauts in there. I think it's got like 2 people. They're launching it to the International Space Station.
Yeah.
The idea is to start ferrying people coming and going,
like visitors, or
I don't know yet. That's another thing.
Like pay to play,
make
type
it more
thing.
commercial things.
Yeah.
Make space travel more commercialized.
Because
but I think this is a big first step for that.
Because I think the Virgin Galactic, that takes you like low orbit, but it drops.
Yeah, that's still
And float around or whatever. I think that is like $225,000 a person to do a low orbit, low. What's it called? Low orbit.
Where there's no gravity temporarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those, and if I were rich, I'd totally do it.
Hell yeah.
But over $200,000 a ticket, that's pretty crazy. That's like going that submarine to the Titanic.
Yeah.
You pay $250,000 for a seat in that fucking tin can with an Xbox controller guiding you down.
Which one would you rather do, the space or the submarine?
Space.
Yeah, me too.
But Boeing is finally launching this thing, and I'm betting, hopefully their shares go up. But SpaceX already has done this. They already have their kind of shuttle going back and forth.
Well, I'm a huge space nerd, so I love that there's additional competition.
Yeah, Boeing has
speeds up timelines.
Boeing has had this in the works for a long time. I think it's going to be better than SpaceX's. I think it's going to be a big step forward in commercial space travel. Oh, shit, yeah. Gonna have to turn that off even though it's hot as balls in this studio.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
So, the thing with Boeing, they're finally going to normalize this, and it's going to be an everyday thing to go into space. It's going to be commercialized. We can send all the flat earthers up there to see for themselves.
Let them work on the moon. They could be a Dollar General. The first Dollar General.
We'll send all the flat earthers to the moon to work at Dollar General and Cinnabon.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
For the newly established lunar minimum wage of $2 an hour.
I was going to say send all the flat earthers up there, and they just can't come back, though. They're going to orbit the Earth for the rest of their lives, though, that they were wrong.
They're going to terraform the moon.
But I think it's going to be huge, and looking forward to seeing how that happens. Hopefully it doesn't crash. But that's going to be cool, man.
Yeah. But something else, I've been reading other articles, their airline, they've hit a couple safety recalls on airplanes. And I think they said they've lost, why right now would be a good time to buy is I think they've lost $39 billion over the last, year or two or whatever, since there was a couple of safety.
Yeah. I guess they've been pretty lax on their airplane stuff, been focusing on space travel.
But
the final frontier.
But that's why I think, obviously it's going to have to, Boeing's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Especially with, they're going to get some sort of...
They've been around forever. For God's sakes, they're assassinating whistleblowers. They're huge. They're a huge company.
That's how you know you made it, when you can afford to assassinate one of your whistleblowers.
They can afford Hillary Clinton's hitmen.
And bit dump.
Yeah.
Bit dump software.
So, I'm looking forward to that. I think more space travel is going to start happening in our lifetime.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the first human lander on
Mars. That's happening too.
I thought it was supposed to happen by 2025.
Yeah, they're looking into that. We're going to Mars. I'm considering taking a one-way ticket to Mars. No, not really.
But I'm Dennis Quaid.
Yeah. What?
Total Recall, man.
Dennis Quaid?
Not Dennis Quaid, but I forget what his name is. But he said, but I'm...
Randy Quaid. No, wait, that's Dennis Quaid's brother. Douglas Quaid.
Yeah,
Total
there we go,
Recall.
Douglas Quaid. But I'm Quaid.
Open your mind. Open your mind. Yeah, I love.
What the fuck did I do?
I love that movie, and it's gonna be a lot like that in the future. Like, we're gonna go to Mars. Gonna be 3-breasted mutants at strip clubs.
You know what? They got me through a lot of lonely nights thinking about that chick.
It gets lonely on Mars. Gonna need some mutants.
That mutant.
Yeah, so space.
Pushing P mutant party.
Space is gonna win. Space is gonna win, you guys. And there are still people who believe it's like not even real.
Yeah, that's
we got
crazy.
high school graduates that just don't believe space is real. It's just a hoax. NASA live streams all this shit just to fuck with us. Just to fuck with you. We're gonna give you this fake camera angle of the International Space Station, but it's all fake. It's in a studio, and we're fucking you over.
We were doing walleyes before there was walleyes.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I hope I don't. Hope I make a few bucks. I only got like $3,000 in the motherfucker, but
Hey, you know what?
that's all my stocks.
If it bounces back 200%,
200%, I'll be a Wall Street billionaire or thousandaire.
it'll depend because once they do this mission into space, they start getting like NASA contracts.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be like a mix, and then
Exactly, man. It's
And
gonna
then just-
be cool.
once they prove worthiness, I don't know what, but not blowing people up, I guess.
Yeah, once they
the key.
prove that they can do it easily, function easily, it's like not too much of a risk of exploding. That's just another obstacle we need to overcome. We need to we need to find another way to beat Earth's gravity than to just like set off practically a nuclear bomb underneath it to propel up.
Man, it'd be like when they
that's
put
so
airbags under a seat or something.
Yeah, it's so much fossil fuels, and
But
especially
we like liquidate from going so freaking.
yeah.
But that's the thing. Another thing though is they're coming up with other freaking like hydrogen propelled, nuclear propelled.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's other. They're coming up with other methods of propelling us into outer space, other than gas propulsion.
That's what we need to work on if we're gonna like normalize going into space, going to the moon or flying to Mars.
But you know what? I saw an interview, or it was a reel I was watching with Elon Musk, and he was talking about, well, why don't we just do this? He said, well, the thing is, he said, and in space, he said, if you do like, he was talking about like nuclear or some of these other, I don't know if that was it, but some of these alternate methods. And they said, well, why can't we just do this? He said, well, you got to think that it has to be something that resembles gas propulsion, because in space there's no gravity. So when you do like a nuclear reactor, it just reacts in the back and does nothing. It has no propulsion factor, except in the atmosphere. He said, so when you get up there, he said the thing about the gas propulsion is it actually pushes you forward with the way the cones are shaped in the back. So when it explodes, it actually gives you a push. He said, so whatever alternate fuel comes out has to have the ability of creating propulsion to actually push the craft forward. So
I'm sure we can figure that out.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a big of an obstacle as we think it is. I mean, back in the 1800s, there were people who saying like people get on a train are going to die because their body can't handle going faster than 40 miles an hour. It's like your body will collapse,
like your face will rip off,
your bones will break, and your body will just turn into mush.
We lost another one.
But yeah, we need to just focus on having an open mind and trying it all out. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a bitch getting out of Earth's gravity, man. Gotta burn a lot of gas in the tank.
Man.
A lot of gas.
It's a lot of damn gas. But yeah, I think we gotta get it going. What, 17,000 miles an hour, somewhere around there?
Damn, and that's still like...
To get out of the atmosphere. But if you think about it, that's why... I mean, the atmosphere is really not that far away. I mean, if you think about it, I mean...
Relatively, no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, you go 7 miles, you're pushing the freaking atmosphere.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of funny because, I mean, in order for... In a 7-mile span, you have to get this thing going 17,000 miles an hour. So that's why it just...
That's really fast, like, on Earth, but in space, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, to use fossil fuels to accelerate that fast, that is insane.
To lift. And that new rocket, what's it called? The new SpaceX one, the Delta, whatever.
I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that thing looks crazy.
It looks like the fucking thing from Thor, where the little vents will open and shoot flames out. That's kind of what it looked like to me.
That's kind of scary. Bad omen. But yeah, space.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be able to carry like 10,000 tons of shit into space. So if you think about 10,000 tons,
nice.
So, but
would you go to space if it was commercialized? You could afford a ticket.
Yeah.
The tickets the tickets no more money than like Sammy Hagar concerts, like $300 to go. Would you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
There's something about just going out there and into space and
just see it. I just want to go out there.
It's huge.
I want to go out there and just see it and be like, holy shit. We're literally floating on a ball, possibly alone. And I mean, just get up there and actually see it for yourself, or go up there to Studio
This
X.
is going to sound weird. But I was talking to Chris about similar conversation about space travel. And we mentioned something about a telescope and how using one you could, see farther, of course.
Yeah.
And they use gravity waves to see even farther. But then I started seeing ads on Facebook for telescopes. I never seen a fucking telescope ad on Facebook before.
Never Googled the shit.
Never Googled any telescopes. I've Googled space stuff before, but dude, I see telescope ad in my feed. I'm like, holy shit, they're listening to me.
I did that the other day.
Dude, I think that they do listen to you, man, and it's kind of scary.
That's the thing, even on like the TV, sometimes, or on I think everything might be listening. But you know what's funny is I saw this schematic one time for so it'd be, and this is a while back, so I guess it never really took off. But I guess it's something with the AI and everything that's coming back that can process fast enough. So they would have your phone, and if you made, and it would listen to like keywords or something. And then it would know in the grocery store. So the grocery store would put these little antennas out throughout the aisle. And if you were in, let's say the ragu the ragu
gabagool in the ragu aisle.
Make a
so
spaghetti.
What, it would give you a notification or like start going
so
off?
Yeah, it would send you would Bluetooth, I guess, to the whole freaking system or something, or connect to their Wi-Fi. And then as you walk through, planning on making spaghetti? don't forget, so and
How
so's
did you
on
know
sale.
that? That's so
And-
handy.
Yeah, and it
If
would
you
just
don't mind them spying.
He would
on
try.
you.
Yeah, he would try to guide you to. Oh, don't forget, noodles are 25% off.
Yeah, they definitely
And
watch your phone data, what you look up, because you can Google anything, definitely see an ad for it on your social media eventually, like within the day or so.
Yeah,
And that's like common knowledge right there. You see the ad on Facebook, that's because you Googled it 2 days ago. But now they seem to be listening to conversations. I don't know if that's a setting you turn off, but it's kind of scary, and I don't really like it.
yeah, not really. Not really a fan of that either. I don't like being. I like the thought of not being watched, knowing full well I've got like all the apps on there because it asks you, do you want to like share data and all this other shit.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. Cookies. Do you accept our cookies?
Notice how when you get a new app, it says ask app not to track.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not a choice. Isn't app won't track you. You gotta ask the app not to track, and the developers will decide for you whether they want to track you or not.
Yeah.
That button there says it all right there. I'm gonna ask the app not to track. That doesn't mean they're not gonna track me.
So,
It's just kind of scary.
still
They had
may
to word it
having
like
your ass
that.
tracked.
I'm gonna ask you guys not to track me, but you're probably gonna track me anyway. Sorry. Yeah, we should just lose our cell phones. That's easier said than done, but it's just we have a wiretap in our pocket now that we keep, and it's got cameras and recording devices.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary, man.
And as much
So anyway, I did buy a telescope. I bought a $450 telescope.
You did?
Yeah, I think it's cool. You could like see the moon really close up.
Oh.
There's some telescopes, consumer telescopes, you can like see the rings on Saturn, like kind of barely see the form of the rings.
Yeah.
And the kind of yellowness. It's still pretty cool.
That's
so
crazy.
thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark.
Oh man, that guy's got to be loaded.
Actually, I think he became like the richest person in like California or something. There was some headline about how something he's done is taken off. And
Isn't he building like a doomsday bunker somewhere? I heard he's building a doomsday bunker.
Well, we need to ask him to publish where it is.
I think
That'll
he
be the
said
first place I've run to.
I think he said Hawaii, but it is alarming. All these millionaires are like funding space travel and underground bunkers. That's kind of scary thought.
Hey, fuck. I guess living's for the rich.
So, I'm gonna, I don't know, start putting my phone on airplane mode or something.
I think as long as you got it on. I mean, you would really just have to. Man, it would be tough. Go without because your work requires it. I mean, even down
Just
to
pretend it's the 90s. Like, hey, you're gonna have to call me on the landline. Like the what? What the hell is that?
There's a payphone. There's a payphone right next to the job
I heard
site.
the landline ringing at my house the other day for like the first time in months. It's definitely like a sales call or
It
something.
was like Bruce Wayne.
What?
I've been waiting.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Get outside. The Batmobile's outside. Get out there.
It did catch me off guard when I heard it. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that thing go off in like months. It definitely is the first time this year I've heard it ring. And we just don't even bother anymore. We use our portable little wiretap here.
Yeah.
You notice too, like with Alexa and Google, you say, hey, like Alexa, turn the mic off. And then you say,
Sorry, can't do that.
and then you
shit.
say, hey Alexa, look me up ingredients. Like, I can't. Mic is turned off. It's like, how'd you fucking hear me then, motherfucker?
Shit, yeah, you listening bastard.
It's like, it just means like they're gonna just have to hear you say it twice to do the command. They're not turning no mic off, man.
Yeah, no.
So, with that in mind, I think there's going to be lots of recordings and social media stuff of outer space now. There's going to be like regular consumer people going up there doing selfies by the window and shit.
Look, motherfucker.
And there's still be people that think that's fake, 100% fake.
Yeah.
But I think it's just going to keep coming as proof that space is real and that
Space is real.
we can go float like 20 miles above the earth. It's not that hard to comprehend. But yeah, I do know some people that just don't believe in space at all. I don't know.
I've known a couple.
They always challenge you to like prove it, or like, where did you get this information? Well, I learned it in school, so I heard my science teacher tell me this.
Yeah.
I read it in a textbook. It was like, oh well, how do you know it's true? Then you're just taking their word for it. But it kind of is a catch-22 how you get this information, because these same people, these conspiracy theorists, they're getting all their information from YouTube and shit. They're taking these people on YouTube, they're taking their words for it. These people are saying Earth is flat, but they still have like pages and pages of comments deleted off of their account. That's another thing on YouTube. You can control your own criticism, so you can just delete any comments that don't really agree with you.
Well, we don't do that here on I Was Just Thinking. If you're still watching, give us some shit.
Yes, we get bombarded by comments. We love reading them. We love you guys.
You get complimented so much, I'm like, it can't be true. Come on, somebody, please.
Somebody give me some negative
we got to be doing something
here.
wrong here. Let us know.
This podcast isn't perfect, but it's damn close.
I'm tired of getting all the... I got recognized at Disney World the other day.
That's awesome. That's good. Like, I got recognized.
I was like, who are you? I'm number 24. I was subscriber number 24.
That's funny, dude. That is good. Yeah, I think space travel to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Probably.
Yeah. Well, like we just said, if you're still watching, hit subscribe. Tell us how we did. And peace.